I hope you're having a great day and I hope you had a great weekend and you're staying safe at home. Today I want to talk about this dried flower. This dried flower is actually a spice. It's called a clove. If you look at the clove, it's actually a dried flower. And I want to talk about its impact on people who have cancer, people who are looking at boosting their immunity, people who have gut issues, especially with candida, any bacterial infection. We need to understand the importance of using cloves in our daily diet. Today, scientific papers are proving the anti-cancerous properties of cloves. There are several studies, scientific documented studies, that are showing us how the ability of clove, it contains something called eugenol. Now, eugenol in the lab has shown how you can actually reduce the size of a tumor. You can also prevent more cancer cells from spreading and create something called cell apoptosis. The definition of cell apoptosis is your own cell's ability to kill itself. If I have a healthy cell within me and that healthy cell gets infected by a bacteria or a virus, or it becomes cancerous, my own body's intelligence creates something called apoptosis, which is a mechanism to self-destruct that cell. Which means, yes, we have cells in our body that self-destruct. That's a process called apoptosis. Now, in most cancer patients, apoptosis doesn't work anymore because the entire immune system is completely out of whack. So our own intelligence doesn't allow the mechanism of apoptosis to create cell destruction, and that's how that cell becomes more and more cancerous, and then it spreads. So I'm not here to say that cloves are going to take away your cancer and put you in remission. I'm here to say that if you have cancer, it is essential that you explore the usage of clove in your diet. And if you're looking at the prevention of it as well, we must look at the usage of clove again. So let's break it down. Clove is a very powerful antioxidant, very, very powerful antioxidants. Antioxidants are hyped up today, but it is extremely, extremely necessary for us to understand that we have more free radicals in our body. We have more inflammation in our body. And because we have more inflammation in our body, what really happens is this inflammation continues to stay chronic. And because we have more and more inflammation in our body, what really happens is it leads to inflammatory diseases like cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, you name it, and most cardiovascular conditions as well. So when we can reduce inflammation or keep inflammation low, we are automatically healthy. So the more free radicals we have, the more antioxidants we need. And cloves are very, very rich in antioxidants. It is also highly antibacterial in nature. Most of us have gut issues because of good and bad bacteria. We have less good bacteria and we have more of the bad bacteria. When we have more of this bad bacteria, it creates a lot of bloating, a lot of gas, and it upsets the entire microbiome of the human body. So we need to make sure that we are able to kill bacteria in our system, which we usually rely on antibiotics for. If you need an antibiotic, take it. But if you are taking antibiotics all the time without taking a probiotic or a B complex, you are slowly damaging all of the good bacteria in your gut. Cloves have the ability to break down and kill bad bacteria in your system. That's why it's antibacterial. It's also antiseptic. A lot of the toothpaste that you use have eugenol as an extract. You get eugenol in cloves, you also get it in nutmeg, you get it in bay leaves. That's why you'll find a lot of eugenol extracts in your toothpaste, because it's highly antiseptic and antibacterial. Two things that a good toothpaste must contain. Okay, it can help you regulate your blood pressure, your blood sugar levels. That's why consuming a little bit of clove after your meals. A lot of people, in villages especially, they chew on cloves. This is a great habit. After a meal, you take 1 or 2 pieces of clove and you just keep it between your teeth. You don't really chew it, you don't bite into it. It could be really bitter. As you get used to the taste, you can. It freshens your breath. At the same time, post a meal, it's highly antibacterial. Plus, the more extract you get out of that clove gets into your system, helping you with your blood sugar levels as well. It's also great for the liver. So you see, nature's given us so much of medicine in spices alone. Now, how could you best use spices and cloves? In the olden days, people would put cloves in dishes to preserve it. You know, a lot of people didn't have fridges, and if you needed to preserve food, you put cloves in it, because cloves can actually improve the shelf life of your fresh food that you put, any cooked food that you put into the fridge. So you can make clove powder. You can make a clove tea. When you're brewing your tea, when you're making your chai, You can boil it with 1 or 2 cloves. You can chew on cloves. You also get clove essential oil or extracts. But be very careful of that. If you are not taking it in a supervised way, clove extract, if you take too much of it, clove oil, if you take too much of it, it can actually mess up your liver. It can be extremely toxic for your liver. So you can't go wrong when you use it the right way. Use it in your foods, put it in your rices, put it in different food preparations, or just chew it. The best way I like to do it is you dry your cloves, you make a dried clove powder out of it. I add a little bit of clove powder to my green tea. I add a little bit of clove powder to my normal chai. I add some clove powder to even my coffee. So there are different ways that you can add clove powder to your diet, but it's extremely important to understand that we should make use of these spices that exist in our kitchen. I'm not here to say your cloves are going to take away your cancer. I'm here to say that add it, because we get different minerals, we get different compounds from the different foods and spices that we eat. All of these compounds, all these polyphenols, all of these minerals go towards building our cell health, go towards building our immune system. And then it's our immune system and intelligence of our body that does all the magic for our health. So think about how you can add this. If you have ideas of how you use cloves in your daily diet, share it with us so all of us can learn and all of us can keep enhancing our health and our lifestyle. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.